Good evening, everyone. This is Sky Juice coming to you live and direct from the beautiful island of Puerto Rico. The temperature is currently, let me tell you what the temperature is here, just so you guys can feel nice and toasty. 78 degrees Fahrenheit. That is a cold winter, y'all, for us here on the Caribbean paradise. Right now, we also have Van and Prema from the snowy, icy, cold, below freezing, frigid air, cold, unhumane, unnecessary, cold northern states of New York and Michigan, both respectively. We also have Mickey from the sunny tropical state of Florida. And we have Claire who just checked in all the way down under from the lovely country of Kangaroo Town, Australia. And she's in summer vacation down there. So we're all representing different temperatures, and that is probably where we should begin, because I remember when I did a 30-day raw challenge with my group in Baltimore one December, and I'm telling you, I probably didn't finish myself because I was so freezing cold, I couldn't keep it together. Oh, excuse me, I'm so tired. I get tired early because did I take a nap today? I don't think I took a nap. Whenever I don't take a nap during this fast, I'm exhausted like right around now. It's 9:30 here. But anyway, but you guys, I'm wondering, like today it got down to as cold as like 73 degrees. And I know y'all are rolling your eyes, but for me, it was cold. Not only was it cold because of the temperature, but when you're water fasting, your body thermostat is different. So you guys who are up in the northern climates where it's chillier or much colder than it is here, you might also be feeling more cold because you're not able to drink a hot cup of hot cocoa or whatever. Like this morning, I drank hot water, like boiling water. I put it in a teacup, and that's what I was drinking because I needed some warmth in me. Are any of you guys doing that? How is the weather um, treating you? And tell me how you're doing thus far.
Yeah, I'm drinking warm water today and I have been for the last maybe couple of days on and off. So I don't know. The weather's okay. I mean, it's like slowing down a bit. It was like I can't remember the Fahrenheit conversion, but it was like reaching up to in Celsius. Let me see, maybe early 40s. Um, excuse me. But now it's like cooling down a lot and it's still sunny but there's a bit of wind and I don't know, I haven't gone out yet because I just woke up a while ago, but I'm kind of feeling chilly. Maybe it's the fact that I'm water fasting, I'm a bit sensitive, so yeah, that's what's been happening, so yeah.
Well, right now it's 3 degrees Fahrenheit in Michigan, and it's very cold. I'm lucky I don't have to go out uh, except maybe once or twice a week, and I definitely think the cold is affecting me, making me a little bit weaker. Um, but the snow is beautiful. I, I I love the changes of seasons, and uh, today the sky was blue, so the sun was out. So I did some sun gazing and just like opened myself up to the sun, and that was really nice.
For me, we had a little bit cold temperature this morning. We went down to 48 degrees. It was a chilly. Uh, but during the daytime, I think it warm up a little bit to like I think 70 something. So I'm good. And especially I'm normally my feet and hands are always cold. So that's the things that I felt that water fasting is more lower my body temperature. But so far, I'm putting the thick socks and keep my feet warm. So I guess I'm doing great. No any other side effects so far. So I'm good.
Well, over here in New York, it's basically, I guess with the windshield, it's below zero. Um, I have on multiple layers. I have about 3 or 4 T-shirts on, uh, long sleeve. I have on a liner from another jacket. I have on another liner from another jacket, and I have on a sub-zero sort of coat that I always keep because it's not the most attractive coat, but my mother used to say it's too cold to be cute. So it's
You
one of
know?
those deals. It's one of those deals where I just, I keep that coat for days like this, and it comes in handy. So I'm sure I'm a little, probably maybe a little cold, because colder than I would be. But to be honest with you, it's all in my mind. I just channel that I'm gonna, I'm hot, and it seems to be okay. And if you tense your body, like just clench your body like really tight, for some reason, I think that's something that the Army does. You don't even feel it really. So I do a lot of tight clenching in the cold weather, and it seems to work. But yeah, everything's cool so far. I just wanted to show Sky the name of the book that I picked up for you. It's called, probably backwards because of the how the cameras work, but it's called Fat Flush Plan. This is the book I was referring to, so I'll get this out to you
Cool.
as soon as possible. Yeah, really great book. I had to pick me up another copy. I end up giving mine to people. I always get one and give it to somebody. It's something that I've used, as I said earlier. And I just wanted to, touch on something before I give up the reins. We're living in a society where there's no country for old men. There was a movie that came out a few years ago called No Country for Old Men, and I always remember that term, and it's so true because society has a way of using you up and spitting you out when you get older. You become dispensable, unless you don't want to be. That's a choice, and that's one of the reasons why I choose this lifestyle, to put something in the bank for later. I don't just want to save for my retirement monetarily. I want to save for my retirement physically, emotionally, and mentally as well. And I want to be useful when I retire. I don't just want to retire, go home, and die. I want to retire and live a full life, travel, have fun, just enjoy what life's really all about. And that can't happen if you're, broken down, decrepit, you can't walk, you're sick, and I don't want to be a burden to my kids either. You know what I mean? So I choose this lifestyle as an effort, as a conscious effort to be healthy, not only now, but later, so that I can live a full life when it's my time to hang up the gloves, so to speak. So I'll mute.
I
That's
had that
great.
book. I don't know if it's still in Hawaii or in a box. What's the basic thing about the Fat Flush Plan?
Well, okay, the Fat Flush Plan basically, I was explaining on the earlier call that me and my girlfriend at the time, she was a not a fat girl, but she was a thick girl. She was about a size 14, and she had a lot of medical problems with anemia and things like that. Sometimes she couldn't even walk. And we discovered Fat Flush, and basically it just removes all things that turn into sugars into the body. So like breads, pastas, no canned foods, no meats. I mean, it's like a basic diet, but it's not painful. It's tasty. She gives you recipes and ideas on what to do. And we did it for 90 days, no exercise, because we worked a lot. And by the time we were done, she was down to a size 8.
Mm.
So it is definitely in the food that is not only making us sick to a degree, but it's also putting on weight that we don't need. I mean, she had the jiggly arms. She had all that. When we were done, she didn't have any of that. And for the first time in years, I had seen my abdominals, which I had forgot what they looked like. And this was with no exercise. It just goes to show that there are layers of fat on top of our muscles. So
So
that's what fat flush is.
you said that she was thick at size 14. So what's fat?
But it wasn't fat. It wasn't like how somebody has a gut. It's strange. She didn't have like a gut. She had jiggly arms. She had fat in different places, but she wasn't like fat. She was just nice and thick. She was juicy, the way I like some. Ow. But anyway, she she basically she basically was she was nice and thick and voluptuous. She was a voluptuous woman. But I don't know if that had anything to do with the fact that she also had serious like anemia problems and stuff. I don't know, but I knew I had to figure something out for her. So I found this program, and we did it together. We used to live together at the time, and I'm telling you, it works like gangbusters. I'm surprised I don't do it more often, but sometimes when you don't do it because you know. But now I'm getting more conscious. Like things like this are very, very resourceful. The Fat Flush plants. I recommend it to everybody. I'm going to prepare for the Christopher Aaron 40-day water fast in June. A month before that, I'm going to go back on this so that I can ease into that very nicely. So that's what it's about. It removes all impurities from the body. You're drinking lemon water in the morning. You're drinking cranberry concentrate water throughout the day, green tea, you're drinking water, of course, and your diet is modified to the point where you're removing anything that's pretty much impure. The only thing I think that she recommends that I kind of disagree with is like eggs, which I love eggs, but I feel like if you're going to remove all that other stuff, get rid of that too. But I think she allows you to have like boiled eggs and stuff like that. But you can always, you can do what you want. You can modify it the way that suits you best, So it's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. You'll enjoy it, Sky. I'm muting.
Well, yeah, can you hear me? Um, okay, so what I wanted to say was that it is the last week for this thing, and I think it's time to get into gangsta mode and really push forward, because this is like you're at the last lap and you can see the end of the road. You could see the flags where you end the race, and I think that everyone has to get on their gangsta hat and push forward to the end, because I don't know if it's been easy. I'm sure there'll be challenging moments and stuff like that, but this last period is gonna show improve if you guys are dedicated or open to completing this for 21 days. So, that would be my encouraging conversation is, this is the end. So, like, just let's ride it out. There's several people who are still fasting with us. So, but you, 1, 2, 3, 4, including myself, seem to be the most consistent on the calls, and I just want folks to see the end and just do it. I don't know, Van, if you saw this in one of the water fasting groups. I thought it was pretty interesting, and I even considered this lady. She's about to start a 40-day water fast, and she went to the store and bought 40 gallons of water, and it's all on her floor, like taking up a lot of space. But I guess she needs a visual so that she can be reminded that she needs to keep drinking that water every single day. I thought that was pretty interesting because, nobody has time to buy 40 gallons of water, much less where are you storing it. But I guess having it there probably, I'm not sure, I imagine near her, somewhere near her kitchen or something, like that is what you're going to have. That's your food for the next 40 days. I find that pretty interesting. And I might just go get like 5 gallons for the next 5 days, 6 gallons, just to like finish off the week. You know what I mean? I just thought that was good. Like I have a water filter, so I don't really need to buy water. I just put my water directly in my glass. But I just think that that's really, I personally think that that's encouraging for folks who like don't see the bigger picture. You're going to drink a gallon of each water gallon, one per day. And I just thought that that was pretty inspirational. Like imagine you started with 40 bottles or 21, for example, and now you're down to 6. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty interesting. That's it.
Well, even though I feel a little weak sometimes, last week I went to the dentist and they took my blood pressure. It was 127/77, so that like made me feel like, oh, I'm doing okay. And I think I've dropped about 20 pounds. I know I'll probably gain back, because they say you gain back after the fast. But last night, Mickey inspired me, so I scheduled a massage for this week.
Compliment, you deserve it. It really helps you. I'm so glad I did it. And then for me, it was like when I start this fasting, I decided to, give myself a treat if I complete a week. So the first week, I went to a spa, pedicure, manicure. So this time, Saturday, I treat myself and my husband for the massage. So if I finish this 21-day fast, I have something else. So that really gives me encouragement. So I really recommend you to get massage. It feels so nice and help you detox.
Yeah, I'm so glad you said that last night because I've been wanting to do it anyway. And then when you said it, I thought, yeah, I should do that too. And I'm also, I ordered my coconut water. So at least because my sister told me she'll take me to get fresh coconut, but just in case, I got the coconut and got that coconut water and have that in the refrigerator. And I think I might do a silence for the last week. I'm not sure yet what day I'll start, but I'm going to do a silence where no talking.
Can I ask you, where did you order from? What type of a coconut water?
I found an article that somebody did a review on coconut waters, and she said the best one, it isn't heat treated, non-GMO, not pasteurized, and it's called Harmless Harvest. But that was very expensive. It was like $135 for a case. I forget the size of the containers. So I ordered Amazon.com. That's where I got it from. So if you go to Amazon.com, you'll see all the different ones. And if you like, I can send you the article that I found that where this woman did a review of all the coconut water, most of the coconut waters. She said Amy and Brian, I think, is a really good brand, not pasteurized, all the good things. The only thing is it comes in cans, and she didn't like that so much. Neither do I, but I did order that. So I ordered like 3 different ones just to see. I used to order one in Vita, and in her review, she talked about how they were heat treated. Some are even like flash heat treated. So you just have to like read through them and go with your gut. I'll send you that article.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Well, I'm going to go and extend to 28, to the 28th of February. So after that, I'm thinking I'll ring down at the organic store and see if I can get coconut water in bulk. So I'd like to do the fast and then go coconut water.
You're breaking up, Claire.
Oh, can you hear me?
You're a little muffled.
Sky's
Okay.
mic is on. Sky's mic is on.
Oh, yeah, I was just saying that I'm going to go to the 28th of February, and after that, I'd like to do coconut water. And I'm thinking of getting like the Thai coconuts. I know they send them over, and I'm thinking of going to order them. I'm going to call them, I think today, and just inquire and see if I can get like a case in bulk of like, you know, I don't know how many coconuts, like a few anyway, and see how much they're going to do and get something for them. After that, I actually chucked my juicer out, unfortunately, because it was leaking, and I shouldn't have, because I could probably have fixed it, but anyway, so I don't know. I'm just going to maybe purchase a juicer or something like that or whatnot, and, you know, just do the raw and cooked. I'm really excited to go back to raw and cooked, though, because I've got so many plans on what I want to make. Like, I'm just salivating right now thinking about it, you know, and I'd like to, like, once it's like all finished, you know, and like I've gone through that period, I'm like planning already. I'm like liking all these things on Facebook. Oh, I want to go to this restaurant, I want to go to that restaurant, I want to go to this restaurant. I drag all my friends along and be like, yeah, we're eating. So yeah.
How was your first night of working?
Yeah, no, it was good actually. I was surprised. Like, I was really surprised that I kind of went through. I felt I was a bit dry though. I didn't really feel like I had enough water intake because I started roughly around lunch, earlier than lunchtime. Like, we only got like a little break. I mean, she said she can go out for a break, and I was like, well, I'm just on water, so I'm just gonna sit here and have warm water, and they're all eating. Well, one of this lady was eating like, oh man, but I had no cravings, especially because she was having Maggi noodles in front of me. I was like, oh, that really turned me off. So there was no craving there. But yeah, I think I did really well actually. But I found myself like even dry in the mouth. And actually, one lady was like, because I mentioned to her, and I didn't go into the detail because I just didn't feel like explaining myself, although I know a bit of knowledge about the fasting, but I didn't feel like, I wanted to conserve my energy for work, and she's just sitting there going, you know, I can't understand where you're coming from. I was like, good, because I don't want to explain myself, but I didn't say that. And she's like, Claire, you're just looking a bit withdrawn. And I noticed that even this morning. I was like, oh man, I'm kind of like, my skin's feeling it, and my skin's usually fine, but I'm feeling like I put jojoba on, but I felt like, you know, really, I'm feeling kind of withdrawn. I don't know if anyone's feeling that or like whatnot, you know, what you put on your skin, or like, you know, I know Mickey said you had some reaction on your back or something. I don't know. It's just, and my mood's a bit low today, but you know, it'll pick up. Got to get out in the sun.
Well, you should go back and look at the first video, because you didn't have hardly any definition in your face, and now I see your dimple more, your cheeks. It's like totally different.
Yeah, I kind of remember that, but I'm gonna have a look. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have a look, see if I can see the difference.
Yeah, everybody is looking different. Everybody is more defined. You know, it's a complete change. Look at Mickey. Mickey is indescribable. I can't even describe her now. Totally different. Total weight loss in everyone. You know, Sky, Claire, she's right. Prema, you too. Even wrapped up like an Eskimo, I can see that that you have more definition in your face. But yeah, it's you know, well, Sky mentioned this is the last week. And yeah, I saw that lady with the 40 gallons. At first I was shaking my head like that was crazy, but to be honest with you, that's not a bad idea. You know, but I don't know if that would help me, because what's better for me is what I discovered in this is just the one day at a time concept. That would just remind me, oh, I got 39 more days. Oh, I got 25 more days. I would just rather not do that because the way my mind works, and it'll end up backfiring on someone like me. So I wouldn't do that. But all more power to her if that if that works for her, And yeah, it's the last week. Try to use this time, to reflect on things and just take it easy. You're gonna be withdrawn. I think that's part of it. I think that you're expected to be withdrawn. I think there's more than one hump to get over in this ride. I remember the last time, even though I had a relatively easy go at it because I was home mainly, there was still kind of like emotional humps that I needed to get over and spiritual humps and stuff. So, I think with this being the last week, you might go through a thing or two. You might experience being withdrawn, whatever. Just remember, people will respond to you and say, oh, you seem like you're drunk, like in Claire's case, or you seem withdrawn. Kind of try to take that not as a negative, because remember what you're doing. They're not doing it. So even if they mean it sort of impetuously, if that's a word, you don't have to take it that way. You could take it for the greater good, that what you're accomplishing for yourself, and just appreciate them. Like they just don't know. That's all it is. They don't get it. You have knowledge that they don't have. It's almost like being in the secret schools. We're like Pythagoras, one of the greats. We're showing our worthiness, and it doesn't make us better, but they have no clue. They just don't get what we're doing, and they don't even understand why we would even want to do something like this. So, you can take that with a grain of salt. Just smile inwardly and keep it pushing. And don't even let it bring you down. Don't let it feel like you're some kind of a freak, or you're, like you have to run from explaining. I would explain it to them any damn way, just because it gets on their nerves. I would stand right there and explain to them exactly what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. But take this time to reflect. They always say those that don't go within will go without. So go within. This is your last stretch. Go within. And Claire, you're going to the 28th. I thought about that, but we're all in it together regardless. You know what I mean? We're still here, so nothing's going to change. And even if we decide to not do the hangouts as a group, you and I could still hang out every day. We could still do a hangout. You know what I mean? So the support is here forever with all of us. That's the way I feel about that. So, I just wanted to say that. We're kindred spirits,
That sounds good, Ben. Actually, you answered my question already before I even asked, because I was wondering, because I know you were thinking about doing it maybe for the next few days after the 21. So, yeah, I mean, it's good to know that, we can just, like, I can catch up with y'all anyway. I mean, I know that anyway, but, because I kind of feel like, I just be hanging out and I'm like, oh man, no group today. You know what I mean? Like, no sharing discussions, and I would just be like on this little road. But, I know that we're all on the same path, and even individually and all together. So that's really cool. Thanks. Yeah.
What is the actual last day?
The 21st, isn't it?
Oh.
Well, for water, it's the 21st, but I'm going to go 7 more days with raw food and juices, which means the 22nd will be all red foods, and I'm going to post what I'm doing for that last 7 days of the month. And, everyone's free to join, or you can continue with water, or you could just go back. I would tell you, though, ease back into it after this an extended period. I wouldn't want you to go right back and eat, go out to your local steak restaurant and order a big steak, and I think you should ease back into it, whether it's a salad, raw food, raw juices for a few days at least. I'm going to do 7. I'm going to do, on the 22nd, it'll be all red foods. Then on the 23rd, it'll be all orange foods. And this is what we did the last time. That's where I got this from. I didn't make this up. When we fasted last year with Christopher Aaron, this is how we came back into integrating food into our diet. We went raw for like 7 days. So I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to start posting what it is I plan to do. And those that want to follow, cool, it's there. But even if you don't follow it, which will incorporate also coconut water too. I'm going to be doing that like every day also. So with water and, I'm going to post it and I'll be talking about it more as we approach, so.
Are you going to post in a Facebook?
Yes, I'm going to post it on Facebook, on my page, on Sky's page. Mickey, I noticed that you and I are not friends. There's no way to friend you. You would have to friend me, I guess.
Okay,
So,
because my gut is very tough because I got like a virus before, so I'm gonna, friend you.
yeah, that's fine. And even if you are apprehensive about it, at least I know you're part of Sky's network, so it'll be there too. I'm gonna, put it on every day. I'm gonna post, what we're gonna do, what I'm doing next, and those that are free to follow,
And is that juicing that you're going to be doing? Red, orange, and all the colors?
I'm gonna be juicing and eating raw foods and salads. So I'm gonna, one meal will be a juice, one meal will probably be a smoothie, a couple meals will be salads. All at your discretion. As long as it's raw. As long as it's raw. That's what I recommend.
Sounds great. I don't know if Mickey ever got into the group. I was looking for you, but I'm not exactly sure where you are either. So if you could send me a friend request too, I can put you in the online wellness center too. Mickey.
Okay, because I actually never find a group post. I've been keep looking, but I never find your group post. So I guess I'm going to friend you also.
Cool.
Okay, so is there anything else anybody wants to share? Sky, you got anything else for us?
No, I'm tired. I'm ready to go to sleep.
How about you, Prema? Got anything you want to share before we clock out?
No, I'm good.
Claire, hit it.
Hey, nah, I'm cool.
Mickey, come on, Mickey.
I'm cool too. I say what I need to say today, and then I'm so grateful that I joined this call again. Thank you, guys.
Thank you guys too. Yeah, without you guys, forget it. It's a wrap. Anyway, listen. Just want to thank everybody for joining this journey with us, and we appreciate everybody's energy. Those that find themselves with with any sort of ailment or any medication, please don't join us with an extended fast or anyone else on your own. Try to enroll in a facility that does that kind of thing, that you could be monitored 24/7. And by the way, Sky, that young lady, I talked her into doing intermittent fasting, so she's on board with that. So that's the one with the pacemaker. So anyway, shout out to her, Cherie. It's a good decision. And we'll sign off. It's about 5 below here in New York, so I want to get home so I could snuggle up under the covers. All right, everybody, have a great night. See you in the AM. Take care. Good night.
Peace.
Yes.
All right, y'all. Take it easy.
Good night. Peace.
Be well. Be well.